Okay, so the first game I want to start out with is the Atlanta Legends at the Orlando Apollos. There was a lot of questions leading up to this game about the coaching staff, if these guys will even be ready to even play this game. So if you don't know, the original coach for Atlanta Legends was Brad Childress. Brad Childress ended up dropping out maybe like 2 weeks before training camps even started up. Then there was rumors that Aaron Murray lost his starting job to Matt Sims, and they had been touting Aaron Murray as a starting quarterback as this big thing coming back. He played for the University of Georgia. You know, he's a Georgia hero. I think he ended up beating Alabama in that title game. So there was like a huge fanfare for this guy. And then, I want to say 4 days before kickoff even started, reports came out that Mike Vick was no longer the offensive coordinator. And so all offseason, they were talking about how Mike Vick was going to be the offensive coordinator. He was being brought in to help lead these guys, teach these guys how to play quarterbacks in different systems. He was going to be, he even had like a glowing recommendation from NFL coaches to have him as an offensive coordinator. They claimed that his priorities with Fox Sports as a commentator actually caused him to lose time, and like he wouldn't be able to actually be there with the team to do anything. So he's still with the team, but he's more like in a consulting role, like they're just to help out the players, whatever that means. But he's no longer the offensive coordinator. So they had to install another person in there with the new head coach. So there's no telling what their system's going to be, because obviously they had whatever system they're running right now is not effective. Matt Sims, the starting quarterback, went 15 of 28 for 126 yards and threw 2 interceptions. When Aaron Murray finally did come in, he went 4 of 7 for 38 yards and had an interception himself. The Atlanta Apollos, on the other hand, were just dominant from the jump. Garrett Gilbert went 15 of 25 for 227 yards, 2 TDs, and he also had a 2-point conversion. He also had a reception as well, which was pretty awesome. On the rushing side for the Atlanta Legends, Terrian Folston, 12 carries, 32 yards. He had 2.7 yards per carry. His longest run was 10 yards. Wasn't really that effective. You had Lawrence Pittman, 3 carries for 24 yards. 8 yards per carry, and 13 was his longest run. For the Apollos, Akeem Hunt just went off. He had 10 carries for 73 yards. An average yard per carry was 7.3. His longest run was 31 yards. No touchdowns though. Devin Smith actually stole a touchdown from him. He had 5 carries for 13 yards. His longest was 9, and he had 1 touchdown. He also got the 2-point conversion as well for them. On the receiving end for the Atlanta Legends, you had Santavius Jones, who had 3 receptions, 8 targets, 43 yards, and his longest was 24. For the Apollos, it was just all over the field. First of all, you had Charles Johnson, who had 4 receptions, 6 targets, 60 yards, and longest 25. Jalen Marshall, 3 receptions, 5 targets, 51 yards, longest 26. Ishmael Hyman, Darius Johnson, Chris Thompson, Devin Smith. I mean, Garrett Gilbert was just slinging the ball over the field. But that's a Steve Spurrier type offense. The running gun, and like he's known for this. So Steve Spurrier came out the gate. He has been coaching for years, and he's already dominating. So I don't know, personally, I don't know if we should chalk it to the fact that there's so much dysfunction with the Atlanta Legends team right now, and that the Atlanta Apollos just happen to be there at the right moment, right time. But they just seem to be clicking on all cylinders, or firing on all cylinders. Defense-wise, the Apollos just blanketed the Legends. I mean, it was just all over. The one thing I was paying attention to was the kicking, because Younghoe Koo, he was with the Chargers for a while, and he was highly touted for a bunch for that. Well, he plays for the Atlanta Legends now. He went 2 for 2, longest 38. So it seems like they took out kicking. They took off the kickoff in this game. So those kickers aren't getting that recognition. But as you'll see when I talk about like the Iron and some other games, kicking those field goals, because these guys somehow cannot score except for if you're the Apollos. They're having a hard time scoring, so these kickers are going to come in handy. So my offensive player of this particular game, I'm going to give it to a running back, because I'm super biased like that, and everybody always gives it to the quarterbacks, but I'm going to give it to Akeem Hunt for the 10 carries, 73 yards, as long as with 31. I just, personally, that's just me. I'm a running back kind of guy, but you'd be surprised on a couple other picks I have for the other games. My defensive player for this game is going to be Terrence Garvin, who had 8 total tackles, 7 solo. He also had 2 interceptions and 2 pass deflections. So the dude was just out there balling out. Also want to give a shout out to Younghoe Koo, because he actually made some field goals this time.